clock is broken, never stopping, never slowing. Yeah, we're living wide open, unwinding every moment, like the clock is broken, never stopping, never slowing. Yeah, we're living wide open. We know we are brighter than all the stars. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. We make the rules, break them when we want to. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. Turn up and make it something to believe in. You know you got to turn up to make the heart go. I said you got to turn up and put your hand where I can see it. You know you got to turn up to keep 'em begging for.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It would be no surprise if today's matchup turns into a grinded-out affair. The Giants are top 10 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Bengals, who will need to find a way to move the football. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford, we are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Giants. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Let's go!
A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now.
Let's go!
Play action, it's Taylor. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's the way to get things started the first time you touch the football on the road. And you have to believe all week long, all they've talked about is, okay, going into a hostile environment, we're the visiting team. How do we take control of this ball game early? That's one way right there. No fear, guys. And if they had any, it's probably gone after that run.
And the defense for New York.
Sean Smith is absolutely the prototype of what they call the long corner. Tall, plenty of length in his arms, and the ability to bat away passes.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
On second down, Peterson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
So now at 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Hit by the rookie Miles Killebrew. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
But we just saw him run the football really effectively there with 3 tight ends in the game. And any defensive coordinator, when they see that set, if they can get more bodies out onto the field, not more than 11, of course, but bigger bodies to combat what they're going to do, because that's a run-heavy formation. Those guys are out there to block 9 times out of 10. And in this case, they did it really successfully.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A first down carry here for Charles. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a receiver in motion left. Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play. Only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front. The linebackers, everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
They'll get a couple yards on that one. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. Now they empty the backfield and motion the man left. From the 2-yard line now. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. C.J. Procise, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd. To throw is Taylor. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of different between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? 'Cause that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
New York set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. 2nd down following the run.
Check! Hurry up, here we go! 319! 319! Watch it now, Marty!
Counter play, Drake. And now nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jonathan Casillas there on the tackle. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try and throw for it here. It's caught. Nelson. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd down, Jamal Charles. And he stopped immediately there. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And this one will be brought back to the 22. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership, a big-time run, combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. 5 yards to gain here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Back at it up, Philly, here we go.
On the counter, it's Charles. Cut Jamal Charles, nobody in front. Touchdown, Giants. Jamal Charles, 77 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The rookie William Jackson III with a tackle. And now they're in the hurry-up. They go play action with Taylor. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From midfield now, here's Taylor. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. 2nd and 10 now. It's Taylor. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Ladarius Green with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. And that one makes it 14-7. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going up top. And this one is incomplete. So pass interference on the defense. Charles, this is a penalty we see all the time.
The offenses know what they're doing. They know how to create great matchups. And defenders, if you're not there in time, they will throw the flag.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. They'll look to throw here on first down. The left side completion to Jones. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well, and most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. J.J. Nelson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals getting set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They go play action here on first down. He's going into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go. Leopard. Leopard.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. All right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. Third quarter now. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. New York set to take the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Second half starts with a run by Jamal Charles. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. 10th carry now for Jamal Charles. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Niles Paul, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Third down and 5. They come up in an offset eye. On third down, Drake. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
But a good play is made on defense. Oftentimes, leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned. All the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down. One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down. And they convert another one right here to move the chains.
Nelson, the man in motion left. A toss play. Here comes Charles. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job, to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
On 2nd down, it's Drake, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. It's caught. Nelson. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Running, it's Drake. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that leads to a New York first down.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half, of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
The play clock's running down. On first down, Procise. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll let Charles try and get him in. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Second and goal from the 7. They'll run with Drake. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They come out here in the eye. 3rd and goal now. The defense looking to hold serve again. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
So a 15-play drive. Can't believe that only resulted in 3, but it did.
That is somewhat amazing, isn't it? When you hold the ball that long, run offense that well, yet only put 3 points on the board, it has to be a little bit of a disappointment, doesn't it?
Has to. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Now Taylor to throw on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Miles Killebrew. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Caught left side, Gilmore. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
They'll keep it on the ground, this time with Charles. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And his kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This will be fielded at the 6. Then he'll take this across the 25 Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They start the drive with Peterson. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. Now Taylor. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground but didn't go in the other direction.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he will lose. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now a handoff. This is Charles. And an alley to run. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. And they're pushed back after the penalty. Still 2nd down. Looking to throw. And this is caught at the 8. That one goes for 24 yards. So they're operating in the red zone.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the line. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. 2nd down, the ball on the 2 here, 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Jamal Charles, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Let's go! White 90! White 90! Flight's 59! Flight's 59! I got you, punk!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The rookie from Ohio State, Joey Bosa, in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Let's go! White 90! White 90! Hey, let me get that
On second down, Taylor. Coleman has it here right side. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to AP out of the backfield. And that brings up fourth down.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here we go. It's Taylor on fourth down. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. Some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation.
Here we go now.
A second down carry for Procise. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough third down. They come out here in the eye. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. NFL teams last year, a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Now back to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
One last shot for Taylor. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Why are you still living in the place? hat